Hey guys, so today we have a 2020 election prediction between Eric Garcetti, who is the current mayor of Los Angeles, and of course Donald J. Trump, who is our incumbent president. So we're going to go through all the states. So Washington and Oregon, California, Hawaii, all safe for Eric Garcetti. Illinois, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, the District of Columbia, New York, Vermont. That one electoral vote in the state of Maine I would put into the safe Democratic column. So we start off 183 electoral votes for Eric Garcetti. Now let's go through the safe Trump states. All these states I would put in the safe Republican column. Most of Nebraska, except for that second district. Kansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Indiana. So this is kind of where we start off. 183 electoral votes for Eric Garcetti, 125 for the President Donald Trump. So now let's go and fill in some of the obvious states that are going to go either way. So starting off in the state of New Mexico, with its 5 electoral votes, I see that one going towards Eric Garcetti, probably at around a 10% margin, something around that ballpark. But I don't see Mr. Trump winning or even coming close to winning in a state like New Mexico. In the state of Texas, I also see that one likely to go over towards the president. Again, Eric Garcetti can't really appeal to those Latino voters that he needs to get out in droves to be able to even have a chance at winning in a red state like Texas. I see Mr. Trump winning the state of Texas, and that boosts him up to 163 electoral votes. He's still lagging behind Garcetti, however. So next up, we're going to go over to the state of Nebraska. I'm going to put that in the leaning GOP column just because it's a traditionally red district. Democrats had a pretty good candidate running on their ticket in the second district, but she still fell short of Republican incumbent Don Bacon. The only very qualified, not really qualified, but only very good Democrats would be able to win. People like Bernie Sanders, people like, even I don't think Joe Biden would be able to win in that second district. It's quite a red district there in the state of Nebraska. In the state of North Carolina and Georgia, I see both of these leaning to go towards the president. This actually puts him over Eric Garcetti, but there's still 155 electoral votes up for grabs. But reasoning behind this, again, Eric Garcetti can't really energize the African-American bases, Democratic bases in these both of these states, and I can't really say that Eric Garcetti would perform very well in both of those, and same thing with the state of Arizona. That boosts Trump to 206 electoral votes to Eric Garcetti's 188. Another state I see leaning towards the president, the state of Florida. I see that one going towards the president. In a blue wave year, Republicans were still able to win the Senate race, which was a pickup for them, and a governor's race, which was a net hold for them, even though the Democrat went in with leads in the polling. But I see Florida again going towards Trump and the Republicans, narrowly against someone like an Eric Garcetti. But this electoral map isn't too favorable towards the president. We have the state of Colorado, which I'm going to put in the likely Democratic column, and the state of Nevada, which I'm going to put in the leaning Democratic column. Both these states have large Latino populations, and I don't see them again coming out in droves, but I think it will be enough to push Eric Garcetti over the line in both of these states. In the state of Virginia, I see that one likely to go over towards Garcetti. Definitely a state that has been trending Democratic in recent years, and I see that one narrowly, not really narrowly, but it's been trending Democratic. Democrats often win statewide contests here, even in the red wave year of 2014. The Mark Warner, the Senate candidate there, narrowly held on against Ed Gillespie, but that's a story for another time. So Eric Garcetti wins in the state of Virginia. So now we're at 216 electoral votes for Eric Garcetti, 235 electoral votes for Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump's still in the lead, but Garcetti making it quite interesting at this point in time. Now let's go up to the northeast. This is an area I think that Garcetti can do quite well in. I think that he would win that Maine at large by quite a healthy margin, but then lose that 2nd district just because it is so rural and so Republican. It voted for Trump by double digits. They're the 2nd district of Maine. Then in the state of New Hampshire, I see that one narrowly also going over towards Garcetti, the Democratic nominee. So where do we stand? We have 222 electoral votes for Eric Garcetti. We have 236 electoral votes for Mr. Trump. Let's go to the state of Minnesota. I see this one going towards Eric Garcetti. Now, he's not the perfect candidate to win in the state of Minnesota, but I still think that he would be able to win in a state like Minnesota. Trump made it competitive in 2016. It is likely to be competitive again in 2020. And I see Eric Garcetti actually winning in a state like Minnesota. Another state I think he could narrowly win in, and that is the state of Michigan. I think Eric Garcetti could actually win in Michigan, unlike Clinton was able to do. There's a lot of kind of a sour taste in many independents' mouth in the state of Michigan because of Mr. Trump and his comments. So I see Michigan going over towards the Democrats, but I actually see Pennsylvania breaking history again and going towards Mr. Trump. I see Pennsylvania actually going towards the Republican candidate there in President Donald J. Trump. And then this is the one that puts him over the line, Ohio. I see that one also going towards Mr. Trump. I think he can really appeal to those white working class voters. Same thing in the state of Pennsylvania. So we have 2 states left. These are going to be one of the most hot. These 2 are going to be very hotly contested. In the state of Iowa, I think you could make a very strong case for it to be in the likely Democratic column. At this point, I'm going to keep it in the leaning Democratic column. In the state of Wisconsin, I'm also going to put that one in the leaning Democratic column. For right now, both these states have quite a high rural population. They have quite a high white working class population, and I don't really think that Eric Garcetti can appeal to any of those, both of those demographics. So we end with 248 electoral votes for Eric Garcetti, 290 for the President Donald Trump that officially re-elects him. Now, how can Garcetti pull off an upset here? Firstly, he should win Wisconsin, and he needs to win Pennsylvania. If he doesn't win those 2, fair enough, he can win in Florida. That's the other kind of option there for him. So, option 1, win Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Option 2, win Florida. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.